The Virgo. Well, I'm excited about this one. It took all the way to the Virgo for me to really get like. I think I'm blushing right now. As a Scorpio, we bring a lot of Virgos into our life. There's this karmic connection between the Scorpio and the Virgo. Go no further than the Bible and see that in the story where the Virgin crowned with 12 stars, all astrological, in her crown, is pregnant with the Christ child, gives birth to it, and the serpent goes to attack it and is crushed by the foot of the serpent, who bruises her heel as he gets his head crushed. And then in the Garden of Eden with Eve and the temptation of the serpent and sex and taking a bite from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. These are all deep stories that talk about the relationship between the Virgo, the last month before we go into the fall, and then the Scorpio, who takes us there because the scales of Libra were left wanting. Now let's get a little bit more practical. Let's get out of this. Let's bring this to Earth. A place you're familiar with, being an Earth sign. Nature loving, nurturing, practical. Probably the least person to care about astrology, but low-key still caring about it because you're very detective-like and looking into the details of things because you're curious about them, because Mercury is your ruler. Mercurian type things. Great nurses, great doctors, great real estate agents, great investigators, great obsessive girlfriends and boyfriends, along with Scorpios. You guys are like equally obsessive about stalking each other secretively. Now another sign you're going to get along well with is the Capricorn. Libras, but that's a little bit of a mismatch. There's definitely a connection there, but also a little bit of trouble. Pisces, water signs. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. A little bit of Aquarius, but a little bit awkward. Those are all the signs. You have to worry about not losing yourself. See, here's a quote I often say. If you want to find yourself, lose yourself into the service of others. That's Mother Teresa's quote. I would like to rephrase that for you. Do not lose yourself into the service of others so much. You have that naturally. So you could get taken advantage of and put yourself in stupid situations that you shouldn't be in the first place because you're caring too much, and then you're stepping into a boundary into somebody else's world, and you need to worry about, you need to do you. Doing you is not selfish. It's being self-full, because the more you do you, then ultimately the best you can help other people. The more you're balanced within yourself, the more that helps out the whole world, you included in that. The Virgo can be so career driven that they use other people to like jump ahead. So be careful of that. So there's the opposite of like being useful, is using people. So find that healthy balance. Look to that Libra energy, which is your second house, how you deal with. You be very just like with money, you could be a little bit too money centric. Feelings and emotions come out a lot easier after a drink. The Virgo is the most social person at the party after a drink or two. And then they get out of control. The Virgin Mary. this perfectionist purity, and at the same time they're also the sexual like freakiness. I know a dude who's 6'8", 300 pounds, man's man, a Virgo, so he's like stingy, but they could also be very like giving to those who are in their close net, two people. They make the really good massage therapists. Good cooks if they could sit in the kitchen long enough. They eat standing up. They're a little bit frantic. So focusing that energy into something is very powerful for them. And they could really do a number on it. But then they'll be up and onto the next one. But they find one thing that they really focus on, they could plan meticulously around it. Great planners, great bookkeepers, great accountants, great bookies. If you need help organizing something, call up a Virgo. And they could be anal retentive in the way that they organize their home, their laundry, the way they color code their clothes in their closet. And they're closet freaks. Usually they're not in that closet about it. They let it out more than others. It's wild. Alright, we're going to have to cut this short because I'm running out of battery. If you'd like to find out more about you and how this is, book a reading, buy a shirt, it'll give you magic. Virgo, thank you. People don't say thank you to you enough. Thank you. Love you.